continue on building this simple air handler to make it a little bit more complex. First thing I'd like to do is stick into this existing system a return relief fan. We'll just stick that on the back of the air handler. Of course, we get the second component out, which we then just put into the airflow schematic. Now what we have here, we have a return relief fan, we have a supply fan, and a heating coil. Next thing, let's put a plenum between there. And that would allow us to put a mixing section in. So the first thing we need to do to make that happen is put a relief air damper right there above the relief fan, and then we'd stick it in the same place in the airflow schematic. Next thing, let's put a return damper. Let's go ahead and put that on right there between the fan and the plenum in the same place where it needs to go on the airflow schematic. And the final one, we need to put an outside air damper in, put that at the top of that plenum, and then we'll put it right here on the intake louver. And then we have a little bit more complex system going on there. The only thing we need to do is, of course, connect the damper so that the airflow can start taking place. Now in the previous example, we just put 10,000 CFM in the supply airflow. Now that we have a return relief system set up, we can also define some number of people. Let's, for example, put a couple hundred people in there, which is going to say, okay, we need 4,000 CFM ventilation airflow. Now that we have the path defined here, we can actually calculate the load and everything's associated because we have that return relief system built and the outside dampers and all the opposing systems in the air handler and whatnot. And you'll notice that if, for example, I go back to the old system, remove this return damper, the load goes to 34.9 GPM as it was before. Let me put undo, put that back, and it moves it down to 14 GPM. That just shows you the importance of putting a return relief system in, reprocessing some of that air rather than doing 100% outside air and some of the savings. And it also exposes some of the features there that are an HVAC solution.